Assalamualaikum everyone, and thanks God we meet again actually in this Monday morning. Like the usual, I'm going to be bringing you the several of informations which is still connect with jurisprudence of law in Islam or fiqh. And automatically this chapter will be continuing the chapter before that we finished, right? And as for your informations, the chapter which is going to be learned in this time is telling us about شروط السجود سبعة إلى آخره. So what does these chapters look like? So let's get starting. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qala al-mu'allif rahimahullahu ta'ala wa nafa'ana bihi wa bi'ulumihi fid dharaini amin. Rabbi yasir wa a'in. Faslun, new chapter or new sections. Syurutus sujudi sab'atun. Syurutus sujudi, some of conditions or some of situations for doing sujud, right? Sab'atun, there are 7 things or there are 7 items. So automatically we have 7 things or we have 7 items that must be completed when we are executing sujud. So what are they? Ayasjuda, number 1, or the first of those situations. Ayasjuda ala sab'ati a'da'in. Ayasjuda, every single prayers has to execute the sujud ala sab'ati a'da'in, on 7 parts of their body. So what the meaning of this one? So the meaning of this one is every single persons who wanna be praying, or every single persons who wanna be putting his head for touching the floor for doing these actions or sujud must be following the 7 parts of sujud. The meaning of this one is like this. And then what is the next? Wa antakuna jabhatuhu maksufatan. Wa antakuna, and must be available. What should be available? Jabhatuhu, his forehead. Available for what? Maksufatan, available for being open. So the conditions, number 2 from these conditions is antakuna jabhatuhu maksufatan. Every single prayers who wanna be praying or who wanna be executing sujud must be opening their heads, right? In other words, we can say we have to disappear every single thing which is potential to be blocking between our head or our forehead for touching the floor when we are executing sujud. This is the meaning of number 2 from this one. And then what is the next? Wattahamulu birosi. Number 3, wattahamulu birosi. Wattahamulu, and we have to concentrate such of power. Wattahamulu birosi, we have to concentrate such of power in our head, exactly right, for giving kind of burdens in our head in order to we can be pushing our head for touching the floor. This is automatically the meaning of at-tahammulu birosi, dipena, right? And then number 4, wa'atamul huwiyi li ghairihi. Wa'atamul huwiyi, and there is no intentions or there is no another intentions when we are going down, right? When we are going down for doing sujud li ghairihi, just we have to just focusing our intentions for doing sujud, not another activities, right? And then number 5, wa alla yasjuda ala syai'in yataharaku biharakatihi. Wa alla yasjuda, and obviously every single persons who wanna be praying, right, is forbidden for putting his head. Is forbidden for putting his head for doing sujud. Ala syai'in, putting his head in where? Ala syai'in, putting his head in surface from something, yataharaku, which is potential to be moving. Biharokatihi, potential to be moving, because what? Biharokatihi, because he's moving too. So the meaning of this one is every single prayer is forbidden for putting his head in the surface of something which is potential can be moving while the prayers is moving too, right? This is the meaning of this one. And then the next, wartifa'u asafilihi ala a'alihi. Wartifa'u asafilihi, and raising up the parts body of behind, or in other words you can say wartifa'u asafilihi ala a'alihi. So the meaning of this one is we have to be settings our positions in sujud is like this. The description of these positions is like this. We have to be setting our head, right? We have to be setting our heads in positions to be lower than our ass. In the contrary, we have to be setting our ass to be higher positions than our heads. This is automatically the meaning of irtifa'u asafilihi ala alihi, right? And then number 6 or number 7 on the last, wattuma'ninatu fihi, wattuma'ninatu and stopping in a while or and stopping in a minute, right? Fihi in this position or in this sujud. So we have to be doing a stopping or tuma'ninah. Stopping can means tuma'ninah when we are executing sujud. Khatimatun, and as for closing or as for conclusions for this one or for this text is a'da'u sujudi sab'atun. A'da'u sujudi, some of parts from sujud. Sab'atun, there are 7 parts. So automatically we have 7 parts. We have 7 parts for sujud, right? We have 7 parts including for our body, our parts of our body for being sujud, right? So what are they? Al-jabhatu, number 1 is jabhah or forehead, and then wabutunul kafaini, and the both of palm of hands, the both of palm of hands, right? And then warukbatani, and both of knees or lutut, right? Wabutunu asob bi'irrijlaini, and palm of feet, or palm of foot, right? And then faslun tashdidatu tasyahudi, wallahu a'lam bishawab.